Hi everyone, our lecture is about the second part of the pelvic wall. The nerve supply of the pelvic wall is from the lumbosacral plexus. The lumbosacral plexus arises from the lumbosacral trunk and from the first, second, third, and fourth nerves. So it joins together to form the lumbosacral plexus. The relations of the lumbosacral plexus: anteriorly the internal iliac artery and the vein, and also rectum; posteriorly the piriformis muscle. Branches of this: the first branch is a pudendal nerve that arises from the second, third, and fourth nerves. Also the perforating cutaneous nerve that arises from the second and third. This perforating cutaneous nerve arises from the second and third sacral nerves. With pelvic sublanching nerve. The pelvic sublanching nerve arises from the same origin of the pudendal nerve. Note: the pudendal nerve leaves the pelvis through the greater sciatic foramen and returns to enter the perineum through the lesser sciatic foramen. Sympathetic trunk. Pelvic sympathetic trunk. The sympathetic trunk is formed from the 5 ganglia located behind the rectum in front of the sacrum. This sacrum and this rectum is located behind the rectum and in front of the sacrum. Continuations superiorly with the abdominal sympathetic trunk. The hypogastric plexus. Hypogastric plexus, we have the superior hypogastric plexus and inferior hypogastric plexus. Superior hypogastric plexus, this located anteriorly to the promontory of the sacrum. Inferiorly, it will divide it into the right and left hypogastric nerves that participate in form the inferior hypogastric plexus. This plexus, superior hypogastric plexus, is a continuation from the aortic plexus, and it's have sympathetic and parasympathetic fibers. The inferior hypogastric plexus, this is located on each side of the rectum. This rectum, so it's located on each side of the rectum and also at the base of the bladder and vagina. It's have communications with the sympathetic trunk, and also is formed from branch from the sacral plexus that's called pelvic sublanching nerves, and is formed from the superior hypogastric plexus. The blood supply of the pelvis. A blood supply of the pelvis is from internal iliac artery, superior rectal artery, ovarian artery, and median sacral artery. The median sacral artery arises from bifurcations of the aorta, so it arises from this bifurcation. The ovarian artery, it arises from the aorta and the extraperitoneal space and provide blood supply to the ovaries of the female. The superior rectal artery, this superior rectal artery is terminal branch of the inferior mesenteric artery. While the internal iliac artery that arises from bifurcations of the common iliac artery into external and internal iliac artery. The internal iliac artery is provide anterior and posterior divisions. The anterior divisions provide 8 branches, while the posterior divisions provide 3 branches. The first branch is the obturator artery. And the second branch is the umbilical artery that provide the superior vesical artery. Also, there are inferior vesical artery that provide the middle rectal artery. Internal pudendal artery that arises from the anterior divisions leave the pelvis through the greater sciatic foramen and returns to enter to the perineum through the lesser sciatic foramen. Inferior gluteal artery, and the two last branches is uterine artery with vaginal artery. This uterine artery and vaginal artery that provide blood supply to the vagina and the uterus. Thank you for listening.